So let us do some more problems in Fourier sine and cosine transform. Next question is, find the Fourier sine transform of e raised to minus mod x and hence evaluate integral 0 to infinity omega into sine omega x divided by 1 plus omega square d omega. First, find Fourier sine transform. Using that result, evaluate 0 to infinity omega sine omega x by 1 plus omega square d omega. So, Fourier sine transform. What is the formula for Fourier sine transform? Notation for Fourier sine transform is fs cap of omega is equal to root of 2 by pi integral 0 to infinity f of x into sine omega x dx. That is the Fourier sine transform. Integration variable is x. That means final answer will be a function of omega. X is the variable. After integrating with respect to x and substituting the lower limit as 0 and upper limit as infinity, there remains the variable omega and final answer will be a function of omega. Then, second part is evaluate this integral. Without doing the actual integration, using Fourier sine transform, evaluate the integral. That is the meaning of the second part. For that, we need the inverse of Fourier transform or inverse of Fourier sine transform. So, the inverse of Fourier sine transform is actually f of x. F of x is equal to root of 2 by pi 0 to infinity. Fs cap of omega. Fs cap of omega is the Fourier sine transform of the given function sine omega x into d omega. So the only difference is fx becomes fs cap of omega and dx becomes d omega. In this case, integration variable is omega and final answer is a function of x. So this is the Fourier sine transform and this is the inverse Fourier sine transform. If you are asked to find out to evaluate any of the integral using Fourier sine or cosine transform, we need the inverse function. Inverse function is used to evaluate the value of the integral. Let us go to the answer. Formula is like this. So fs cap of omega is equal to root of 2 by pi integral 0 to infinity. The limit of e raised to minus mod x is not given. That means limit is 0 to infinity itself. It is understood. Then f of x. F of x is e raised to minus mod x. So we can write e raised to minus mod x into sine omega x dx. E raised to minus mod x into sine omega x dx. Limit is 0 to infinity. That means for all positive values of x. What about for all positive values of x? We know that what is mod x? Root of 2 by pi integral 0 to infinity e raised to minus x, because mod x equal to x itself when x is positive, sine omega x dx, and that is equal to root of 2 by pi. Then we can compare this result with the Laplace transform. The limit is from 0 to infinity, then e raised to minus x sine omega x dx. This is actually Laplace transform of sine omega x. What is Laplace transform of sine omega x? That is equal to, formula is omega divided by s square plus omega square. Then, now what is the value of s here? With the s equal to 1. So what can we write? That is equal to Laplace transform of sine omega x with the s equal to 1. That is equal to root of 2 by pi Laplace transform of sine omega x. The only difference is in the variable. X is omega divided by s square plus omega square, and substitute s equal to 1. That is equal to root of 2 by pi omega divided by 1 plus omega square. So we got our first part. Find the Fourier sine transform of e raised to minus mod x, and the Fourier sine transform of e raised to minus mod x is root of 2 by pi omega divided by 1 plus omega square. This is the first part. Now let us come to the second part. Using this transform, evaluate the value of the integral 0 to infinity omega into sine omega x dx. So second part is evaluation of integral 0 to infinity omega into sin omega x divided by 1 plus omega square d omega. Then, for that, we have to write the inverse formula. What is inverse formula? Inverse formula is f of x is equal to root of 2 by pi integral 0 to infinity. Formula is fs cap of omega. What is the fs cap of omega? We got the result, that is root of 2 by pi omega divided by 1 plus omega square into sin omega x d omega, and that is equal to root of 2 by pi, root of 2 by pi becomes 2 by pi. F of x is equal to 2 by pi into integral 0 to infinity omega into sin omega x divided by 1 plus omega square d omega. Actually, we got the result. One will have to evaluate integral 0 to infinity omega into sin omega x d omega. We have to evaluate the value of this integral, and we got the same integral here using the inverse formula, integral 0 to infinity omega into sin omega x by 1 plus omega square d omega. So rearrange left hand side and right hand side. Therefore, integral 0 to infinity omega into sin omega x divided by 1 plus omega square d omega is equal to, what is the result? Into pi by 2. Pi by 2 into f of x. Now what is f of x? In this question, what is f of x? F of x is equal to e raised to minus mod x. That is the given question. This is f of x e raised to minus mod x. So we can conclude that final answer is pi by 2 into e raised to minus mod x. Then, and f of x equal to e raised to minus mod x, limit is from 0 to infinity. So we can again write answer is pi by 2 into e raised to minus x itself. Therefore, integral 0 to infinity, so omega sin omega x divided by 1 plus omega square d omega is equal to pi by 2 into e raised to minus x. Using Fourier sine transform, we can easily evaluate the value of the integral. Next problem, find the Fourier cosine transform of f of x equal to cos x, where 0 less than x less than 1, 0 x greater than 1. So what is the formula for Fourier cosine transform? Fourier cosine transform is equal to, notation is fc cap of omega. Fc cap of omega is equal to root of 2 by pi integral 0 to infinity f of x into cos omega x dx, and that is equal to root of 2 by pi. Just apply the result. Then f of x has a non-zero value cos x in the interval 0 to 1. So integral 0 to infinity becomes integral 0 to 1 cos x into cos omega x dx. Then that is equal to root of 2 by pi cos x into cos omega x. We must know the formula for cos A cos B. What is cos A cos B? Cos A cos B is 1 by 2 into cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. This is a formula for cos A cos B. Write the result here. Integral 0 to infinity 1 by 2 into cos A plus B. That is cos x plus omega x plus cos x minus omega x dx, and that is equal to root 2 and 1 by 2, 1 by root of 2 pi. We can cancel root 2 and 2. Integral 0 to infinity cos, then x is the variable, so we can take x outside, 1 plus omega into x plus cos 1 minus omega into x dx. that is equal to 1 by root of 2 pi. Then integrate with respect to x. Integral of cos is sine 1 plus omega x divided by 1 plus omega plus sine. Integral of cos is again sine 1 minus omega into x divided by coefficient of x is 1 minus omega within the limit. Actually there is a correction. Limit is from 0 to 1. Limit is from 0 to 1. This is also 0 to 1. 0 to 1. Apply the upper and lower limits. After substituting the lower limit, all the terms become sine 0. Lower limit becomes 0. So we have to apply the upper limit only. 1 by root of 2 pi sine 1 plus omega divided by 1 plus omega plus sine 1 minus omega divided by 1 minus omega by substituting upper limit of x is equal to 1. So this is the Fourier cosine transform of the function. There are three problems. First one, find the Fourier cosine transform of e raised to minus mod x and show that integral 0 to infinity cos omega x by 1 plus omega square d omega is equal to pi by 2 into e raised to minus x. Second question, find the Fourier sine transform of f of x equal to sin x in the interval 0 to 1 and 0 otherwise. Third question, find the Fourier cosine transform of f of t. F of t is equal to t, 0 less than t less than L, 0 where t greater than or equal to L. In the last question, just convert the question to f of x. Rewrite the question like f of x is equal to x, 0 less than t less than, 0 less than x less than L and 0 where x greater than or equal to L. Then do the third problem. Do them as homework and submit the answers in Google Classroom. Okay, thank you.